Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 14th of May 2022. Right now, I am with the 11th Cambridge class, and the subject we are studying is DMaths 4024. And this is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. The code of the subject is 4024. And today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 1. We have selected May June 2019 1-2 paper. This paper 1 belongs from the zone 2 or the variant 2. This is the second video on this paper, and in my first video on this paper we have solved from question number 1 to question number 15. In this video, in this session, we are going to solve from question number 16 to question number 25. We will try to solve, and I hope that we will be able to do this. So let's start this video, and here we go. So the question number 16 is coming up on your screen. Here we have, he says question number 16, the triangle A and the triangle B are drawn on the grid. Describe fully the single transformation that maps the triangle A onto triangle B. You can see that the size of the triangle B and the A is same. The orientation of both the triangles is same. So only the triangle has moved and it has reached the triangle B. It means it's translation. So if you want to find out the translation, we take a vertex on the object, we take the same vertex on the image, and we see how much you have moved on the X and how much you have moved on the Y. So if you look at it, 1, 2, 3, so you have moved 3 steps to the left on the x-axis, and then you have moved 1, 2, 3, 4 steps on the y in the upward direction. Because you moved 3 steps to the left, so it's -3, and because you have moved 4 steps upward, that is +4. So we can write this. This is translation, and the translation matrix is -3, 4. And let's have a look at the marking scheme. -3, 4 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so the next thing they are asking is triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by an enlargement with the center 0,3 and the scale factor -2 on the grid. On the grid, draw triangle C. So here 0,3, 0,3, this is the center of enlargement, and the scale factor is -2. The methodology is very simple. Let me show you. What you do, you join the vertices of that triangle with the center of enlargement, and you prolong them on both the sides. I have prolonged them only opposite to the triangle A because I know that the factor is -2. When the scale factor is -2, the image is formed on the opposite side of the center of enlargement, where you have the object. On the opposite side, the image will be formed. So the method is you join this vertex and you prolonged it. You join this vertex, you prolonged it. You join this vertex, you prolonged it. You check how much is that this distance. You multiply it with the 2, and from here you measure it and you put a dot. You measure how much is the distance of this vertex from the center of enlargement. You multiply this distance with 2. From here, you on the same line, you continue, and where that distance is completed, you put a dot. You measure what is the distance of this vertex from the center of enlargement. You multiply that. This, for example, this is 3 squares here. So it's approximately 3 centimeter. You multiply it with the 2, it will be 6. So from here, you will count 6. And where 6 is completed, you put a dot. Then you join the dots, and that is the triangle. And that is the triangle C. You can write here triangle C. I have not written it, but you can write here triangle C. So let's have a look at the marking scheme. What the marking scheme has to say. They have given the vertices of that triangle. I have already checked it. It's perfect. So that is how you do the enlargement. I hope you understand. So that was the question number 16. Now we are going to the next question. Here, question number 17 is coming up on your screen. We have 6 cards, and there on the 4 cards we have a circle, and on the 2 cards we have a triangle. Nima has these 6 cards. Each card has a shape on it. He takes 2 cards at random without replacement. Complete the tree diagram. So if you take the first card, there are 4 circles and there are 2 triangles. So here you will write 2 by 6. So if a circle is taken out, the total will be reduced. If this is gone, then the remaining there will be 5 cards, and out of them 3 are circles. So its probability will be 3 by 5, and for the triangle it will be 2 by 5. So you will write here 2 by 5. In this scenario, if a triangle is out, for example, this triangle is out, the remaining cards will be 5. So the circles will be 4 by 5. So here you will write 4 by 5. And here, if the one triangle is already out, so you have only one triangle left, so it will be 1 by 5. So this is how you will fill this. I hope you understand. Let me show you my answer. So here you can see I have written the probability of getting a probability of all the arrows, all the events on the tree diagram. Okay, so now we will go to the next part. He says, what is the probability of getting, find the probability that the shape on the Nima's 2 cards are the same. There can be 2 things. Either you get circle, comma, circle, or you get triangle, comma, triangle. So we will find the probability of both these events, and we will add them up. Circle, comma, circle, its probability will be 4 by 6 multiplied 3 by 5. 4 by 6 multiplied 3 by 5. You multiply these 2. And triangle, comma, triangle, so 2 by 6 multiply 1 by 5. So it will be 12 by 30 plus 2 by 30. It will be 14 by 30. Cancel with the 2. You will have 7 by 15. So 7 by 15 is the answer. So 14 by 30, 7 by 15 is the right answer, sir. Okay. So we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 18. He says, R is equals to 4p plus 2 divided by 3 minus p. Find the R when the p is minus 2. Very simple question, straightforward question. Here in the place of p, substitute minus 2. So very easily you will be able to find the answer. So here comes my solution. So in the place of p, I will put minus 2. So 4 into minus 2 plus 2 divided by 3 minus minus 2. So you will have minus 8 plus 2 divided by 3 plus 2. Minus 6 divided by 5 is the answer. Minus 6 divided by 5. Let's have a look at the marking scheme. I already have checked. Minus 6 by 5 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so the next part, he says, rearrange the formula to make p the subject. So we have to make p the subject of the formula, but the problem is the p is on 2 places. So I will have to bring the p on a single place. So here is my solution. R is equals to 4p plus 2 divided by 3 minus p. So we'll cross multiply R bracket 3 minus p bracket close equals to 4p plus 2. 3R minus PR is equals to 4p plus 2. 3R minus 2, 4p plus PR. I have brought all the terms which have p on the same side. So then I will take the p common, and so you have 3R minus 2 equals to p bracket R 4 plus R bracket close. So this 4 plus R bracket here multiplying, it will go to the other side, it will divide. So you will have 3R minus 2 divided by 4 plus R. So now you can see the P is the subject of the formula. It is alone on one side. So 3R minus 2 divided by 4 plus R is the right answer. That was question number 18. Okay, my dear students, now we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 19. Y is inversely proportional to the square of the x when x equals to 4, y equals to 10. Find the value of the y when the x is equals to 10. Here he says y is inversely proportional to square of the x. So y proportional 1 divided by x square. Inversely proportional. Y proportional to 1 by x square. So when I remove this proportional sign, I will put an equal sign here. So y equals to k by x square. Y is 10 when the x is 4. So put those values here. So you will have 4 square is 16. When the 16 will multiply with the 10, it will become 160. The value of the k is 160. The formula is y equals to 160 divided by x square. Their question is find the value of the y if the x is equals to 10. So we will put that value, y equals to 160 divided by 10 square. So it will become y equals to 160 divided by 100. So adjust the decimal. Decimal is here. Bring it 2 steps to the left. So it will be 1.6. So the 19A part 1.6 is the answers. Let's check. 1.6 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so the next question they are asking, describe the effect on the y when the x is halved. When you make the value of the x half, you take the x as x by 2, then what will be the value of the y? That is the question, and it's a very, very, very famous question in Cambridge. Frequently asked, you know, y is equals to k by x square. If you put x is half, so you take the half value of the x, that will be x by 2 and square. So y2 will be equals to k by square will be x square divided by 4. When this fraction will go upstairs, it will be reciprocated. So 4 will be written upstairs and x square will be written downstairs. So you will have 4 into k by x square. K by x square, you know, is equals to y. So you will have y2 will be equals to 4 times the y. So what is the effect on the value of the y? It will become 4 times its previous value. So let me show you the marking scheme. In the marking scheme, it says y is multiplied by 4. Okay, so our answer is right. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 20. He says simplify. Here we have a bracket. Inside the bracket, we have a fraction. The power is on the bracket. We have a power which is negative. So reciprocate this fraction and this power will become positive. It's a 2 marks question. And let me show you how I have done this. Okay, so we will reciprocate the fraction. Inside, we will reciprocate the fraction which is inside that bracket. So now you have x raised to power 5, y raised to power 9 divided by 9x raised to power 7y. So this, when you adjust these two, they will be x squared downstairs. When you simplify these two, you will have y raised to power 8 in the numerator. 9 can be written as 3 square raised to power 1 by 2. So you will have give this 1 by 2 power to both of them. So you will have y raised to power 8 raised to power 1 by 2, 3 square raised to power 1 by 2, y square raised to power 1 by 2. So it will become y raised to power 4 because the power of the power multiplies with each other. When the 8 will multiply with 1 by 4 and 1 by 2, sorry. So we will get y raised to power 4. When 2 will multiply with 1 by 2, they will be cancelled. So you will have 3 raised to power 1. 2 multiply 1 by 2 will be cancelled. So you will have x raised to power 1. So this is my final answer. So the whole question is showing up on your screen. I hope you understand this question. So let's have a look at the marking scheme. What the marking scheme has to say, it says y raised to power 4 divided by 3x. So our answer was also y raised to power 4 divided by 3x. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The question number is 21. And here we go. He says a cuboid has a square base. The base is a square. The length of the base of the cuboid is y centimeter. The height of the cuboid is twice the length of its base. The total surface area of the cuboid is 360 centimeters square. Find the height of the cuboid. Okay, so if you suppose that the length of the cuboid is y, the width will be also y because the base is a square. The height is 2 times the length of the base. So the height will be 2y. It is given that the surface area, you know, the formula for the surface area is 2 length width plus 2 width height plus 2 length height. So we just put the values and that 2 into y plus 2 into y into 2y plus 2 into y into 2y. I've just put the value of the length and the width. Length and the width both are y. Height is 2y. So it will become 2y square plus 4y square plus 4y square. And that is equal to 360. The surface area is already given. It's this 360 centimeters square. So this will become 10y square is equal to 360. So y square is equal to 360 divided by 10. That will be 336. So take the square root on both the sides. So y will be equals to 6. Once you know the value of the y, then I can find the value of the height. Height was 2y, so 2 multiply 6, and that will be 12 centimeter. I hope you understand this question. The whole question is showing up on your screen. Let's check it from the marking scheme. 12 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 22. Here are the first 3 patterns in a sequence made using the dots and the lines. You can see this pattern, 3 dots. Here you have increased 1 line more, and here you have made 3 lines, then you will make 4 lines, then you will make 5 lines. So you have to count the dots, and you also have to count the lines, and you have to fill this table. Let me show you. I have solved it, and here we go. So let me increase the size so you can see the whole thing. So I by making this is the 4th pattern, this is the 5th pattern, and I counted the dots. In the 3rd pattern, the dots are 9. In the 4th pattern, the dots are 12. In the 5th pattern, the dots are 15. You can do this. And then we counted the number of the lines. In the 1st pattern, the number of lines are 2. In the 2nd pattern, the number of lines are 7. In the 3rd pattern, the number of lines are 12. In the 4th pattern, the number of lines are 17. And in the 5th pattern, the number of lines are 22. So he says, find an expression in terms of n for the number of lines in the pattern n. So a plus, here you see 3, the number of lines. So they are talking about this pattern. If you look at this pattern carefully, 2, 7, 12, 17, 22. Here 5 is added, again 5 is added, again 5 is added, again 5 is added. If a certain number is added and the next term, in the previous term, and you get the next term, we call it arithmetic sequence. And we can find the nth term of the arithmetic sequence very easily. We have a formula for that. And that is a plus d bracket n minus 1, where a means the first term of the sequence and d means the common difference. So for the number of lines, the first term is 2 and the common difference is 5. So you will have 2 plus 5 bracket n minus 1, 2 plus 5n minus 5. So 5n minus 3. So the nth term of the number of lines will be 5n minus 3. Then their question is, Anwar makes one of these patterns using 92 lines. So so find the number of dots in the Anwar's pattern. First of all, I have to find out which pattern is this, which number of pattern is this. So 5n number of lines, I know the formula, nth term for the number of lines is 5n minus 3. So that is equals to 92. So 5n is equals to 92 plus 3. So 5n is equals to 95. N is equals to 95 divided by 5. So n is equals to 19. N is equals to 19. So it means it's 19th pattern. So how many dots are there? If you look at the dots pattern, it is the table of 3. 3, 6, 9, 4, 12. So in the 19th pattern, you will have 3 multiply 19, and that will be 57. So that will be 57. So let's have a look at the marking scheme, and let's have a look at the marking scheme. And you can see from the marking scheme, we got the 57, 3 and minus 5, and these numbers are also perfect. I have already checked it, but for your and for my own satisfaction, I'm showing you the marking scheme. But we have already checked this paper from the marking scheme. Okay, then their question is the next question, the question number 23, a very important question. Here you have to find, let me read the question for you, then I will explain you the, he says, the diagram shows 2 circles, both with the center O. They are concentric. The radius of the small circle is 3 centimeter, and the radius of the large circle is 6 centimeter. The minor sector AOB has an angle of 60. Remember, if this angle is 60, then this outer angle here will be 360 minus 60, and that will be 300. They say the total area of the shaded region is K pi centimeter square. Find the value of the K, and it's a 4-mark question. The strategy is very simple. First of all, I will find the area of this shaded region, and then I will find the area of this shaded region, and I will add both of them. This area, shaded area, is very simple. Find the area of the big major sector, then find the area of this big white sector, and from this big sector subtract this sector. You will get the area of this. You will get the area of this this shaded area. Then this sector, this is a small sector, its radius is 3, angle is 60. For this, the sector area is 3, the angle is 300. For the large sector, the radius is 6. For the small sector, the radius is 3. So let me show you properly how this is done. And on your screen, On your screen, it is showing up that we have the shaded area. We have a shaded area is 300 divided by 360 pi r square minus 300 divided by 360 pi r square. This is small radius, its value is 3. This is big radius, its value is 6. And this is that small shaded area, that is 60 divided by 360 pi r square, its r value is 3. Just put these values here. So just put these values here. 5 by 6 pi 6 square minus 5 by 6 pi 3 square plus 1 by 6 pi 3 square. So you will have 36 multiply 5 multiply pi divided by 6 minus 9 into 5 pi divided by 6 and plus 9 by 6 pi. So you will have 180 pi minus 45 pi plus 9 pi divided by 6. So it will be 135 pi plus 9 pi divided by 6, and it will be 144 pi divided by 6, and it will be 24 pi. They said the area will be k pi, so the k value is 24. So let me reduce the size so you can see the whole question all together. It's a little heavy question, but I hope you understand how this is done. So let's confirm from the marking scheme, the k value is 24. The marking scheme of this question is showing up on your screen. I hope you can see the marking scheme. If you want to see it more, you want to spend more time on this marking scheme, you can pause the video. Okay, so we are done with this question. We are going to the next question. The next question is 24, and it's a circle given here. And it's a combination of the circle properties and the congruency and similarity. Okay, the A, B, and C are the points on the circle center. OAB is equals to the BC. So the AB chord and the BC chord, they are equal. P is the midpoint of the chord AB, and the Q is the midpoint of the chord BC. Prove that the triangle OAP is congruent to the triangle OCQ. Give a reason for each statement you make. Remember, the AB is a chord and the BC is also a chord, and it is given that both the chords are equal. P is the midpoint of the chord AB, so AP and the PB, they are equal. Q is the midpoint of the BC chord. It means that the QB and the CQ, they are also equal. AP equals to PB equals to QB equals to CQ. The reason is that they are half of the chords. They are half of the chords, and they are half of the equal chords. So the half portion of the equal chords are also equal to each other. So AP is equals to CQ because they are the half of the equal chords. The OA and the OC, they are equal to each other. The reason is they are the radius of the same circle. And you know, it's a very famous property that equal chords stand equal distance from the center. So it means that the OP and the OQ, they are also equal to each other. So the OP and the OQ, they are the distances of those chords from the center. Equal chords stand equal distance. They are at the equal distance from the center in the same circle. So by this, we can prove that the three sides of the triangles which they are asking you to prove congruent, OAP and OCQ, I can prove that the side postulate, that they are congruent to each other. So here we go. So try to understand. It's a quite little tricky question. OP is equals to OQ. It means equal chords are at equal distance from the center of the circle. OA is equals to OC. Both are the radius. PA is equals to QC. Half of the equal chords are also equal to each other. So we can say that the triangle OAP is congruent to the triangle OCQ because of the side postulate. Then they want us to prove that what they want us to do is given that the angle COA, this angle COA, this angle is 140. Okay, their question is find the QCO. They want you to find out the QCO. Okay, because these two triangles and these two triangles, they are congruent to each other. This angle is 140. So this angle is same. This angle is also same because they are the parts of the congruent triangles. So very easily I can prove that this is 140. So this whole angle will be 360 minus 140 and divided by 2. So when you divide, you get this angle, this angle. Okay, this angle is, we already know, is 90. And this angle, why this is 90? Because the segment which is coming from the center and divides the chord in equal parts, that divide that the angle it makes with this, with that chord, is 90 degree. So this angle is same, this angle is same, so I can find this whole angle. Once I know that this is this is an isotriangle very easily. If I know this angle, I can find this angle, because these two angles, this is an isotriangle. This is radius, this is also radius. Very simple, but when I solved it a little differently. So let me show you my solution. Try to understand. If you have the hard copy of this paper in front of you, then you will be able to understand. QCO plus 90 plus COQ is equals to 180. So COQ will be 360 minus 140 divided by 4. So the COQ angle will be 220 divided by 4, and that will be 55. COQ angle will be 55. QCO plus 90 plus 55 will be equals to 180. QCO plus 145 will be equals to 180. QCO equals to 180 minus 145. So QCO angle will be 35. So this is the whole question. I hope it's a little tricky question, not a straightforward, simple question. But let me check first the marking scheme. It says 35 will be here. The marking scheme is also showing. So there can be many methods to get 35. QCO equals 35. But this is one method which I have adopted. You might have some different ideas in your mind. Okay, so we are going to the last question. The last question is question number 25. He says P is equal to this, Q is equal to this. Evaluate the PQ. So two matrices are given and you have to multiply them with each other. So they want you to find out the product of these two matrices. Very simple and straightforward question. So from the first matrix, I will take the rows, and from the second matrix, I will take the columns. This row will multiply with this column, then this row will multiply with this column. Then the second row will start multiplying. This second row will multiply with the first column, then the second row will multiply with the second column. So 4 ones are 4 plus 0 multiply 0 plus 0. 4 twos are 8 plus 0 multiply minus 1 plus 0. Minus 2 multiply 1 will be minus 2 plus 3 multiply 0 will be 0. Minus 2 multiply 2 will be minus 4, and 3 multiply minus 1 will be minus 3. 4 plus 0 is 4, 8 plus 0 is 8, minus 2 plus 0 is minus 2, minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. So this is how you multiply these, and this will be the answer of the PQ. I hope you can see the whole question coming up on your screen. Let's check, confirm the answers. 4, 8 minus 2 minus 7. So let's see. 4, 8 minus 2 minus 7 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next part is M is equals to 3 minus 1, 2K. The determinant of the matrix M is minus 4. Its determinant is already given. How you find the determinant? You multiply these two members with each other, then minus, you multiply these two members with each other. And the answer is equals to minus 4. So let me show you my solution. So here we have my solution is showing up on your screen. So you can see he says the determinant is minus 4. So 3 into k minus 3 into k minus 2 into minus 1. So it will be 3k plus 2 equals to minus 4. 3k will be equals to minus 4 minus 2, and 3k is equals to minus 6. So k will be equals to minus 6 divided by 3. So the value of the k will be minus 2. So let's check. The value of the k is minus 2. So our answer is right. Okay, so the next question they are asking is find, once you know the value of the k, then their question is find the m inverse. So finding the m inverse is very simple. Put the value of the k minus 2 here. And we already know the determinant, and find the adjoint of the m. And the m inverse, the formula is 1 by m determinant and 1 by m determinant and multiply with the adjoint of m. So m determinant will be minus 6 minus minus 2, and it will be minus 6 plus 2, it will be minus 4. We already know this. Adjoint is you change the location of these two members and you change the sign of these two members. So this is the adjoint, and m inverse will be 1 by m determinant into adjoint of m. So 1 by minus 4 into minus 2, 1, minus 2, 3. So this is the m inverse. So let me reduce the size so you can see the whole question together. Okay, so let's check. So let's confirm it from the marking scheme. So you can see here we go. Our answer looks right. And so, my dear students, I think the paper is over. So we are done today with this question. So, my dear students, in this video, in this session, we have done the May-June 2019 DMAS 40241-2 paper. In this video, in this session, we have done from question number 16 to question number 25. And this was the second video on this paper. In my first video, we have solved question number 1 to question number 15. If you find this video interesting, informative, or you find this video helpful to you in solving these questions or understanding the concepts of the DMAS 4024 paper 1, do like this video. Please subscribe my channel and also share the link of this video onto your Facebook account and onto your Instagram account and onto your Twitter accounts. Also share the link of this video with your junior students. So the class which is coming to the Cambridge final exams in the next year, they also know how to find this. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching this video and taking out your time. Once again, thank you very much. Have a good day. God